to another episode of the People's Mic. We go straight into it. See that? Introduce yourself. What's up, left and right?
I'm Jay Elliott.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dori, Dimplez.
Hi, I'm Isaiah Mueller.
Happy day. What were you saying?
No, we're literally just talking about the weather, so let's shift away from that topic so fast.
Yes.
As fast as possible.
I hate this weather. I know you should have said shift away from it, but I hate it. I hate it.
Why?
Because I train all winter for it. No, I train just to train. Like I'm in the gym every day, but then when it's time to take the shirt off, I'm like, I don't like it.
Just do it. Just
I
do
don't like it.
Just do it.
It's weird.
You don't like showing out like the work?
No, I don't like showing off the work because then
Yeah,
when I take the shirt off, I feel like it's too much.
Too many people want it.
I'm like, I think I worked out too.
Oh,
I think I worked too hard.
I need you to get yourself together. Stop it.
That's the always fat dudes. I was like, how do you have the confidence?
Exactly. They have
Yeah.
the whole belly out. They don't.
Man.
They have the whole
I was like, you got all that cheese out.
It's called
Then
confidence.
I take it
Yeah.
off. Then I take it. When I see that, then I take it off.
It's called confidence. Buy some, okay?
Yeah, I do. I see cops sizing me up. That's the, walk down the street. Oh my God, where's hell?
They probably just want to fuck you.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely. That's the
I
problem.
am so done.
That's the problem with cops and black people.
I'm
You know.
done.
The sexual tension.
Just like
I
you
cannot.
just want to fuck them, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, that's why they're so mad at us.
Yup.
What's going
They
on?
can't get out of their marriages.
Oh,
Run
Lord.
harass.
I saw
Right.
two hot
Yeah.
female cops today, and I was like, I usually don't say hi to cops, but I was like, how you doing? They're like, they looked at lips. I was like, oh shit!
Still got it. Get you one. Handcuffing your ass. Play Mrs.
I tell
Officer.
you,
She pull you over.
the first time I did comedy is I got stopped by two female cops, and it was that night. They were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm going to the lap house." Everybody knew the lap house was. And then one of them came, and then we did some stuff after the show. And I thought that's what comedy was. And
Those are
You
They-
thought comedy was you go
just
to.
fucking the hot cops.
I'm sorry.
They were definitely hired, and you'll find out like 2 years from now. They're like, no, that's Angela and Monique. They were sure.
The same thing happened.
Did you know when you fuck the oldest number is called a chuckle
A
fucker?
chuckle fucker.
I did.
Chuckle fuck. Oh.
Did you know that?
Chuckle fucker.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, that's so
That's the
funny.
one with
Yes, it's called
Nice.
a chuckle fucker. Yeah, I didn't
Should
know
never be
that
called.
was
Nothing
a
should be
thing.
called that.
But that's what it is. Unfortunately, that is the thing. I love
Why
it.
is that unfortunate?
I like
Shit,
it.
that sounds
I love
awful.
it. I love it.
Wow.
That's what I
Yeah.
got into this game for chuckle fuckers.
Oh Lord, I hope that's not the reason that drives you. Oh Lord, help us all.
Chuckle.
Oh my gosh, this man is a freak. I'm just gonna let you know. Okay, this is the last time I was on the podcast. The reason how he gets women is very creepy. So I definitely believe that he became a comic just to get pussy. You're just a funny person.
He works out to get pussy. I mean, comedy.
No, you
No,
don't, because
no.
then when it's time to show the muscles, you don't show it. So
No.
it's
Yeah,
an
I bet,
oxymoron.
you know,
I work out so I can sleep on the train. And people leave me alone.
Oh, I sleep on the train.
It's yeah.
Should
You
I
get
get
bothered?
No.
Nobody.
Not if you're a
has
man.
anything yet. I've only been here like 8 months though.
Where do you sit on the train?
I'm from Virginia.
Dude,
You seem so like.
innocent.
Right. You really
But he's
do.
not. He's not.
No.
That's why he came to
He's
New
a
York.
viper.
But yeah, you have a face. Like I can see you getting abducted because you look like you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
I can see you getting abducted. You
Traffic.
look like
I could see Liam Neeson trying to like save you.
Right,
You know,
for sure,
and,
for
like,
sure.
I got my son, my gay son.
That's
Yeah.
a way better movie.
Let's do it.
oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I watch that movie.
My homosexual son has been kidnapped. I have to do something.
You have
Take
32
certain
hours.
skills.
You have 32 hours before I come and rain down fire.
It turns into a porn.
Yeah, Liam Neeson.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's
I'm
that?
so glad I
what's that-
found you. I'm like, oh.
What's that genre of like gay porn? It's like Czech hunter or whatever. It's like they go around to like
No.
Eastern European guys,
Oh
and
my
they're like,
gosh.
how much money would it cost to fuck you? Am I the only one that watches that?
It's like,
What is that? Is that a thing?
if you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
enough money for
It's
this,
like the
that's
bang
right.
bus,
You
but like
can't
Eastern
afford it.
Europe for like Eastern Europeans. And they go around, they offer money. It's like,
Where are you from?
I'm from Long Island.
Oh, okay. Are you
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't know.
Are we?
That's it?
I saw Chuck. I saw him. I was on the proper side at the beginning so I can make these jokes. So I can make these, that's what it always turns into. Because I'm gay, but I dress like I still believe it's a sin. That's like my
It's the hair. It's the hair.
It's the hair. No, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm black. I'm German.
That's gay.
I'm the gayest.
That's the rest of it, boy. Yeah.
Oh no, because you just have like a nice Aladdin-ish
Right.
look
Yeah.
to you.
I appreciate that.
Aladdin-ish.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate
I
that.
don't.
That's how I was
the
able to
nicest
audition
way.
for TV. They're
Right,
like,
that's
you're
the
this
nicest
is what we
way.
want.
Like he could be in Canto. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he could.
We don't talk about
We don't-
you.
Right.
It can't tell.
Nobody talks about me.
I like Vivo, but I didn't like Encanto at all.
I
didn't
didn't watch
see it.
I didn't watch it.
I saw. Did you see the new The Turn of Red? I can't stop.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Have you seen this?
No.
I heard about it.
It's about
No.
it's about the little Asian girl who gets a period and then she turns in. But for some reason she turns into a red
It's like an
panda.
allegory.
When she turns
turns
It's
into
like
a-
a
she
teen
turns
coming of
into-
age
Oh.
Stop
thing.
it.
When she
Yes.
turns into
I want to see that.
yeah.
Turns into a mom.
I didn't know what that's
I
what it was about.
Wait, you don't think we should?
No,
that's-
it's about
This
periods.
is why it's fascinating because people are like, should we make movies about
Stop
girls'
it.
periods?
No. No,
But,
I've
I mean,
had
it's not like an
a
educational
bad
thing.
experience with mine throughout my whole entire life. So
You turn into a giant monster.
I wish. Shit.
Okay.
Well, actually, I do. Yes, I do. I lost 3 jobs from it. So yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Pixar was brilliant about making it. The way people feel about it is the way little girls feel about talking about it. You know, I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, what is this show about?
You know what's so
I was
funny?
like, oh, I get it. That's how they feel.
Let me just go, like, for me personally, my brother made one comment and I had like an incident happen and I made it to the point that like I don't even get my periods anymore. Like I go to that extent.
That's what
So,
it's
yeah, because
You
it
just
was
wrote
so
yourself
heavy.
out of
It was
it.
just so heavy. I'd have so many accidents and be like so embarrassed. I like found whatever birth control that made my period stop.
Oh wow.
I went to that extent, and I'm probably not even like active. So I went down my
I just thought that Asian women think.
So this is the perfect movie for you.
No, it's too late. I'm 50. You know what I mean? I'm fucking menopause. I'm at the end of it. No, I wish.
It's 6 or 6.
Definitely. I've seen some things in these little few years any which way. Shit, you know?
Like a Vietnam vet.
She has been through some battles. Yes, she has been. Shit. Oh wait, can we talk about? Did everyone see the Batman?
No.
No,
I
I
just
didn't.
want to see the Batman.
People told me
Is it
it was
good?
bad.
Is it-
It was terrible. It was a boring.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Zoe Kravitz, it was.
Not even. She was the
I heard
worst
she said-
Catwoman. Worst Catwoman ever. Did you see her fucking fake ass mask? Even Halle Berry's fit was the best fit.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Her fit was not
They're
even.
trying to show her transition.
She ain't transitioning shit. She was whack. She was fucking whack.
I like the way she walks into a room. Like,
Yeah, she has to be
she's
sexy,
like-
but other than that, it's whack. The best parts of the movie is when the motherfucker kept on busting his ass when he tried to land. Motherfucker jumped out of the building and bust his fucking ass.
Nice.
You saw that?
Batman?
Yes, and that was the real part. He's like, oh, that was, he had to make, he was like, oh, that was the best part of the movie. You ain't seen?
No,
When he
I-
jumped out when he had the
I
suit.
watched the bootleg. bro.
Oh,
That's like-
motherfucker bust his ass every
It's
time.
like year one Batman, he's still getting it right.
Yeah,
Still busting his
Yes,
ass.
it is.
That's
That's
cool.
the storyline.
Yes.
Because it's like at the end, they're like, "Oh, what's your name? Vengeance." And then somebody said, "What's your name?" And they said Vengeance, and that was the turning point. Maybe I shouldn't be Vengeance anymore. Whatever. Bullshit.
I was like, I feel like I could take.
Bring back Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Ew, Ben Affleck. He
He-
was fine. He couldn't do it.
Compared to Christian Bale.
Or Michael.
He was alright. I like
He's
that.
still the best.
And I like that penguin.
It wasn't.
Oh, Danny DeVito penguin.
Yeah.
When he bit the nose off that dude. Like, that's insane. Wow.
You didn't see that Batman? How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
I'm 27.
You sweet.
You're what?
I'm 27.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm the worst. All I need to say.
How old are you?
How old are you?
35.
Are you
I
that
just
old?
said, I'm old as
Oh,
fuck.
your balls
I
is
don't
dropping.
feel this old.
Never mind.
Oh,
Your balls is dropping. Oh, you do that again.
Tender age.
No. I have no interest in it.
37.
Yeah, see, it's a bar.
I got a real space with them.
Right, no, yeah, right. He's so fun, right? And that's the thing. Like, oh, she's budding. Huh? She looks
He's ready to
Oh my gosh. It's hilarious. I was being young though.
Why is he still young?
No, I'm just the 20-something young. It's different at 30.
What do you miss?
Waking up and not feeling shit. You know what I mean? Like 37 has been the year of pain.
Yeah.
I just had an episode. I fell out at Harlem Nights. Oh my gosh, I hit my head and everything. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was bad.
That's
No, it
dangerous.
wasn't. He flashed. Like my blood pressure went up and then crashed or something.
Damn.
Still
Yeah.
up for class?
I was already up.
Oh.
It just went down. I was already up.
Oh.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. Just things, your health really is at a turning point. I really have to focus on my health.
Yeah.
At 20-something, you kinda like, oh, okay, whatever.
Absolutely.
I have a lemongrass shot and just go. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
I almost passed out from my elbows once.
Nice.
you get that tinnitus feel. It was like,
Oh,
lights get bright. I was like, oh shit, we haven't done this in a while.
remember that guy?
Well, who?
Oh my gosh, there's an episode here. Jimmy took charge of that. I just looked at him.
Yeah, because I don't pay it. I was
He
like,
did.
oh, this guy's fucking high.
No, he had an episode like he felt you caught him. He like
Yeah.
fell out, but his eyes were still open.
Oh my
I
God.
rolled
It's
back.
like,
What was
yeah,
he-
he
what was
just-
he- I don't know what
yes,
he was on.
he was
I was trying to
sweating.
get. I was like, do you have any more?
You're like shaking out. You're like,
Right.
I was in a K-hole once.
What is that?
what is that? Oh
Ketamine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
Ketamine.
lose tunnel.
I literally snorted ketamine, and then I was like on a hookup with a random guy. It was my second day here in New York. This guy was the hottest guy I've ever hooked up with. A model, literally.
It's New York.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You want to do ketamine?" And I was like,
Then
"No."
you're in a cable.
And yeah, I laid down and just fully left my body, downloaded to the Matrix.
Right, yeah.
It was wild.
See,
That's-
you gotta be
See,
you gotta
that's
be
why-
careful with that stuff.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you-
I don't do the hard
see,
shit.
That's
We
I don't
need
even
it.
know what it is.
I like shrooms.
I'm still trying to figure out what the hard
I got
turning to
pre-workout.
ketamine
and
So when you fuck up that pre-workout, you're in a cable.
I
You learned
learned
your
pre-workout.
lesson. You learned your
If I-
lesson.
if
You
I
learned your lesson
switch
the hard
up-
way. It's okay.
If I switch up my pre-workouts, I get emotional. That's it.
Yeah, what?
I just get like.
What is it about the gym? Because that's like the fifth reference. That
It's,
you,
it's,
what
my,
is
it's
it?
my church. I've been going to the gym. I've been doing 2 days
That's
since
a
I
Pisces.
was
That's a Pisces
in high
thing
school.
too.
So
That's
it's
a
like-
Pisces thing.
Because when I was in high school, I did sports back to back. So I
Which-
did,
It
I did
is,
track.
though.
It's a Pisces
What,
thing.
is it?
Pisces
Yeah.
men love this something
Work out.
about the gym.
I
I'm
got
telling you,
work
I'm
out.
just with a Pisces.
I
Yeah.
got this super strength that I got no use for. I'm like a hammer just in a shelf, just useless.
That's not true.
He put himself there. Don't worry about it. He put himself there. He put himself there. You know what he put himself? That's why when he said, it's time for me to go. That's what this motherfucker did. He hung himself up.
Waiting for the one to come,
Don't say that. It is coming.
Oh, it's
Oh,
coming.
God.
It's coming.
It's the word.
After it's
It's
done with
coming.
Ukraine, they'll be here in a minute.
They already here. They waiting.
Yep.
They gonna say cold word.
Go.
Trump 2024. That's it.
That's the code word.
That's it. I promise
A
you.
good code.
Trump 2024.
Alphabet soup. It's coming. Wait till they start dropping bombs in New York. That's
Don't say that.
know.
Don't say that. I think it's time for Biden to call in to help. You know what I mean? He need to call a conference. He need to call up Carter.
He's not calling
He need
anybody.
to
He's
call
not
up Baby
real.
Bush.
He's just on.
He need to call up Baby
He's
Bush.
not in charge.
He's
He
been
need-
possessed by Raytheon.
he need
just
Trump.
they do like a ritual and
Remember
then
Trump
Joe
when
Biden's
Trump
like,
just set out 25 missiles just because we need that type of shit. We need that type
You
of
do need
tactics
Trump
right
for
now,
the
right? You just need that for right now. You need somebody crazy.
You need crazy.
I wish you would. You get what I'm saying? Trump with that. I wish you would.
Yeah. 2024 needs to be Trump and
No.
John and The Rock.
No.
I
Negative.
think The
Stop.
Rock.
The aliens.
The aliens?
Look at the aliens.
Yeah, I
Wait,
they
real
ready for
aliens or like
Yeah,
immigrant
just
aliens?
no.
Okay.
No.
I got
No,
the-
they-
I got the
they're
Israeli
boring
ones.
He was like, let's
No.
get them
Let's
to
get
fight
them
us.
from
The Mexicans.
Let's get the really more Mexican. Get him up here.
Get him.
Have you ever seen a Guadalupe? Get him up here.
Guadalupe.
Get him up here.
The little infant
Hey, you ever
Oh,
seen
my God.
it? I have seen them make a
Oh, my
pool in
TV.
the jungle. Okay?
I've seen
And
those.
they-
They say, look, man, look.
That's how they do it. No, the aliens are here though. You have, the CIA released the documents and like all the Tic Tacs and stuff. My brother's in the Air Force. It's like a legit thing. Everybody does that.
Are you from Virginia?
No, I'm from Ohio.
Don't dog God. I forgot what
We were just talking about aliens in 2020, and then
yeah. Let them go. Let them. This is
you don't believe in aliens?
You don't believe in it?
No, but
That's
I just
ridiculous.
think I believe in ghosts, so it doesn't matter what I believe.
Oh, those
I
are
mean, I
real.
believe in ghosts.
Ghosts are real.
Ghosts, not
Because
aliens.
white people don't go to heaven, so this is ghosts.
The white people become the aliens. When they die, they become the aliens. They become reptilians when they die.
I can't think about aliens when COVID is still a risk. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
it
Like
is.
that
Never
shit is
been on
real.
this.
China shut down again.
Let's give
It's
the
a risk,
aliens
okay?
Let's
You
get
got to not
They
have a
only
good
shut
summer.
They'll probably
down
have the cure,
because
the real cure. They'll come down to like.
I think China only shut down because they know they're about to go to war. Vietnam.
That makes sense too. You're absolutely
They
right. That
got-
makes more
they-
sense.
They gathered all their shit.
That makes more
It's like-
sense too.
What do you think the stand-up's gonna be like in like the new world order? Like, say like the government like takes over everything, like everyone's in like jumpsuits without like barcodes. Like, what's the stand-up gonna be like? We're just gonna be like, hey, how about that Fallout?
It'll be you in a dugout.
Yeah, I'll be in well, I've gone late in a dugout. I'll be in a shelter. I've fucked in dugouts before. They're not safe. But
Oh
a
my
shelter, I
God.
will be in a
Oh my
bunker.
God.
Yes, I will be in a form of bunker.
I think China would probably overrun us, and I think if they team up with Korea, for real.
China
I
has
think they got.
1,000
I think
nukes.
they got
You
better
have
guns than us.
1,000
I
nukes.
hope
I think they got.
No.
There's some countries that got better guns than us. They just keep it on the low. I
Absolutely.
think Korea's an issue too.
I don't think crazy.
What?
Korea-
Let him
Korea-
link up with Putin.
He-
What you mean?
He's scared of Putin. He was like, he's like, this guy's
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. If
When
that
the crazy
motherfucker
thing
say
was
that.
like, this guy's
Right.
fucking nuts.
Exactly. It makes you wonder. Yeah.
I'm not fucking with this guy.
We gotta look up their zodiac signs and see what's gonna happen.
Trump is a. I know Trump is a Gemini, but I don't know.
I'm
who
a Gemini.
Putin is.
People really hate on
Yeah,
Gemini.
y'all are fucking
What's your?
worse. I'm a
Why are we the worst? Why is that?
Are you
Everybody's
Who, a Gemini?
I'm
Yeah.
Gemini. But you have to
You're a
always tell
Gemini
your
too?
Oh really?
Okay, May or June.
June 1st.
Go to hell.
We're the
literally
worst.
the cusp May.
Okay, see, I can do
That's
I can do-
the
I can
thing.
do
But
it
you have
today.
you know you're three. You have like the moon, your rise.
They're just chaotic.
And y'all have like 4 people inside of you. You're
Because
manipulative.
What do you
Right?
laugh like?
you know so many people told me that like they justify that like my worst aspects are like it's because you're a Gemini.
It's
I'm
not
like,
because, but I'm
What time
October
is it?
20th, I'm a Libra. I've dealt with several Geminis, and it's always the same shit. Y'all like having multiple people all the time. If y'all could have,
Good
and
battle
someone,
rap,
and one of them told me, if I could have all my bitches in one room, I would be happy. At one time, just and no, they don't even have to be fucking, but just knowing that bitch is there, and
I do like that. I love
I've
circle
had it
jerks. I love the good circle
I've
jerks.
had,
Like,
I've experienced it several
Right.
times. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it, like you fucked that bitch, didn't you? You fucked her too, didn't you? You're still fucking these bitches too. You get what I'm saying? And they just lack accountability. It's like
that's a
like
man
fucking.
thing though.
I guess so, but they no. I
But
sat in the
That's my
bushes,
nigga.
watched the motherfucker, and he's still in that. I said, nigga, you kissing her on the fucking forehead. Me.
I just like the image of you popping out of the bushes. Like, nigga, you
Kissing her on the motherfucker. I
They're
already
just like,
know.
ah!
And that's so crazy, Gemini.
Yeah, like a dark end.
That's so
She's like the
crazy,
predator.
Gemini.
She's
Why?
I just see all eyes.
Yeah, it's close in the
Especially
darkness.
when you want the truth, they get not getting it from the rest of y'all. Yes. I've done stakeouts before.
Wow.
Wow.
Let me say how fucked up.
Man.
I've done stakeout on my boyfriend with my side dude. Like me and my
No!
side. Yes. My side dude seen him with the next bitch calling me like, yo, ain't y'all supposed to be going out tonight? I'm like, yeah. Well, he with a bitch already on another date. I mean,
Wow.
like, of course. Listen,
What?
who can play that
Bad
game?
experiences.
Geminis are not good.
If you want to stake out, he's not yours anymore, right? Is he still yours?
I went back. I went back.
This is stakeout 101.
I definitely caught him 3 times and I kept and I stayed.
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Because the sex was so good.
Yeah.
It was the smallest penis I've ever been with, but that man used to like wrap me up, slap me. He brought the feather one time.
Not the feather.
From the feather. I don't know where the fuck the feather came from, but the bitch ain't never been tickled fucked off like that in
Get
my
the
life.
dust
You know
cleaner
what I mean?
out, bitch.
Something, shit. So,
Get the dust roller.
but y'all just hurtful. I don't know.
He got you covered.
Whatever. And Pisces, y'all just cheap and just muscle bound for no reason. Yeah. Muscle bound for no reason. But willing to do shit. Like
Hell
they are
yeah.
very open to be like, yo, I'll try it. They'll at least try everything at least once.
You ever got a finger in the butt?
No. No.
That's
They tried to rim it. I was like, you can go over.
See, at least it got that far. Motherfuckers be stopped at the
They always lurk back there. I was like, what the fuck you doing back there?
Is that like the button that turns you into your dad? It's like you push that and it's like,
That's not Albert.
I told him.
oh my god.
I gotta hold it there. No,
Oh my
not
God.
today.
Okay.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's a shame.
What is it? I feel like it's gonna be fucked up if I go to heaven and be like, the only way to get in is to have butt sex.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Jesus will tell you that.
Give me the middle.
Especially the Catholic one.
Oh, Lord, yeah, the Catholic priest.
The Catholic, yeah.
But the original Jesus is cool. Like you have your Jesus
I
piece
pray the Korean diesel Jesus.
I jerk off to Korean.
What incarnation is Korean diesel? What is this? Is this a weed or is this a thing?
Korean diesel Jesus.
What is
It
that?
should be a weed.
You
but-
heard it?
Those are two words I never put together.
Right. That sounds like the strand of weed.
That sounds
It
like
definitely do.
really does.
Yeah, especially with the diesel part. That sounds like pure gas. See, let's go. Light that shit up.
it's gonna fuel World War III. Korean diesel. Oh, she's jacked.
He's Jack Jesus.
Oh, damn, he really is jacked. Wow, and that's Korean?
Why is he?
He looks like
That's Korean.
Why
Why
not?
does he fuck with it though? What is it?
Yeah.
The obsession with muscles. You already have your own.
He's
But you
strong.
looking at somebody else's.
That's
like,
Korean
that's my
Jesus.
Whoa. That's
like
not
everybody
that's
They
not
have that
right.
at your gym.
No,
They
I'm
should.
just saying.
Yeah,
I have my own gym. They're gonna
Right.
have the Korean
Korean diesel Jesus.
Yes.
And he's stingy with it. He's not gonna show this all summer. You know what I'm saying? What's the point?
No,
I just want everyone to look at Korean.
I'll take a t-shirt soon.
It's t-shirt weather today. I
No,
want to see a
I'm
white
saying-
beater tonight.
No wife beaters. No, I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy.
Only when someone touches your butthole, then you instantly have a white beater on out of nowhere. A white beater flies out of like the nearest target and lands on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a white beater, yeah. And then I pour some water on you, and then your nipples get hard. Oh.
Wow.
Really? Is that where we
She's ending the menopause now.
The metaverse? I just read the metaverse. Yes, please. Let's go back to the metaverse. In the metaverse, I've been through that. In the metaverse, I've been through that. Well, I'm gonna do that now. Yes. Let's go to the metaverse. But that would be a good if you want to take a photo for like, you know.
You should just
something,
put it like
take a
above
picture
like the
that.
bitter end.
Or like, you know, headshots.
On a cross.
Photo.
I'm
Wet
not
white
that
beater.
guy.
Wife.
No,
Yeah.
I would never.
Oh, wet.
Or have like the water come drizzling down your head to go down to
I've
your
never
beard. It
been-
might like a
That's
shower.
not-
You're
Alright.
Is that what it is?
Hey, clean up on Arnold's wrong.
Imagine if it was flipped and then you were the one
I would
telling.
love it. I would love
Oh,
it.
you should get some
Wow.
No, let's try that right now. Let's
I
let's
would
go.
love
Play.
Nipples,
Here we go.
Yes.
That wet shirt, I'd get canceled.
With the Jesus nipples and everything.
Oh, so you feel like, oh, I don't want to get canceled. Listen, there will be a Me Too movement against me. I'm going front. There's a couple of men I've
You what? You
pushed
suck-
up on
you
that
suck-
may
you
not
suck
have.
what?
No, I won't step fingers with, but I've definitely grabbed some crotch.
Oh, you-
I
Good
was
for
a
you.
grab crotch.
But
Because
you
you
get
know.
away with it.
No, you can't. Not everyone likes that shit.
Really?
No, people don't like their
No.
personal space invaded, male or female. I learned that the hard way.
Well, unless you go to a gay club, then if you're not sexually assaulted,
That's
it's not a good
the
experience.
worst. Like gay dudes are kind of like we're crazy because like this is an experience I want to talk about because I had a boss that was like gay. He like immediately like the first day like came up to me and he was like really hardcore hitting on me. I'm like turned him down and then I'm like well now fuck I'm like working for this guy now. Like gay guys are like more willing to like do that. It was for like a show.
Yeah,
It was like yeah.
That
It
makes
was-
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really upfront.
Aggressive.
Sometimes they can be and then you gotta
Well, I took my friend,
Interesting.
straight girl,
Mhm.
lovely, always afraid, carries weapons and stuff with her all the time. And then I was like, well, let's go dancing and then we'll take, like, we'll go to a gay club so you don't have to worry. And she was like, great. So we went and then the whole time she's like dancing, having fun, she's like, I feel so safe. And I'm getting ripped to shreds. I'm like, a guy bit me in the
Yeah.
neck. I was
Men
like,
are insane, and then like when you put them all together, like we're
Oh,
crazy.
interesting.
Yeah, well, people like to pretend like gay people are like a different, like gay people are like they're dudes, and like when you put them all together, like we're crazy. We're insane people. Not all the
They're
time.
intense.
It's just people. Like, have you ever been to the Cock? That's a level of hell.
Yes.
Wait, that's a place?
Yeah, it's a
not
basement.
like
You go to the
shit.
basement, and it's like you go there, you end up at the Cock at like 3 a.m. and like you're like shit faced drunk. It's just like a bunch of guys, like a lot of rave music, grinding up on each other, whatever goes, and shit
Whatever
just
happens,
happens.
it
Yeah,
just smells
I've been to
like
dude's asshole. I introduced asshole at the Cock. Well, it smells like body. It smells like
I've-
BO.
I've never gone to like.
You're lying.
No. I've done stuff in the bathroom.
Now I'm the bad guy.
You're
Now I'm the freak.
fucking
Guy,
monster.
guy.
Just out eating ass in
Some
public.
asses guy at the Cock,
Monster.
right? Look,
Regular
listen. He taught
people.
you jitsu. What are you gonna say no to
I
that?
just went to the club and ate this girl's asshole out.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Look, summer's coming, Jimmy. You're gonna get this shirt off one way or another.
But that's interesting. So, see, would there be like a him too movement for shit like that? You get what I'm saying?
No.
Where
They don't tell each
When
other.
people like be like, oh my god, Anderson Cooper, that motherfucker.
Well, that was the Kevin Spacey thing. I mean, that's Kevin Spacey came out. He was that's different. He was in a professional setting. It's like
Yeah.
fucking like the PAs and shit. You know, you like grab
And he was underage, right? Was he?
Well, there was
Some
one
of
dude
them
I think
are
that
underage.
was,
Some of them,
yeah.
yeah.
But the main thing was like his, you know, he was attacking like his PAs on set, like it was like notorious.
Some of these older gays are real fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I knew a guy who
Of course.
flew to Mexico because the agent's consent is like 15.
Honey, they fly to Thailand. Because
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
know what
Thailand
you're
is there.
talking about.
That's just the thing with men in general. That's like old dudes. They'll be like, hey, I'm taking a trip to
That's the
Thailand.
whole thing, but the fact that it's such a thing, you know, I thought they just went to go do, you know, like.
I just found out about the Thailand
It's a
thing.
thing.
The
People go,
surgery.
like,
I
people
did
go,
realize, I found out that on TikTok,
Lady
people were like
boys.
talking about, they're like, I'm on a plane right now, and it's like a bunch of old dudes, and we're all going to Thailand, and it's like playing Christmas music, and I'm like, what is this?
And it's like
And it's
$30,
like a whole
and you
thing.
for $30 you could have as many kids for however long. It's all it is.
Yeah.
Why do you think when guys go to the Dominican Republic, when they go to have sex with prostitutes? Like a lot of guys. They go.
That's, no, don't put that on ours. That's
horrible.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Do that. Wait, hold up. See, I hate that. That's the thing. They get shut up under the gays.
Yeah.
There's plenty of
You know what I
freaky
did?
dudes that are going to
Hey, I'll tell
Thailand.
you what I did that let's see how you rate this. I got kicked off of Bumble.
Good for you.
For what?
Because I went into Bumble BFF to, just for the shits and giggles, to bring people, you know, to see what it was about. But it's there's a lot of gay dudes on Bumble BFF. And then I was like, yeah, just looking to get people to come to the comedy show or whatever, to come to the podcast, you know. And,
You were on Bumble to find podcasts?
Yeah, I guess so. But then I
You were
wrote,
trying to
I
fuck.
wrote hashtag no homo.
And-
right?
Oh
then-
my god. You should have at least let them dream about it. Like,
But
don't.
then they were like, nope, you are banned
You
for
gotta
life.
tease them first.
Really?
Yeah, you're banned for life.
That's what got you banned?
For hate speech.
For
yeah.
life, for hate
I was like,
speech.
no
no,
homos, hate
no.
speech?
Oh.
Oh wow.
I like no.
I think like guys that say that before like we fuck, I think that's kind of hot.
For you.
Oh yeah. I got. Oh,
Careful.
Sorry.
self-hatred is the best. When a man hates
Oh
himself,
my
that's when the
gosh.
sex is good.
Oh no.
Because it's desperate.
Oh no.
He doesn't want you, but he needs you.
Oh, Lord.
I love
Oh,
you.
my
Well, it's not always that. It's not always that. No. That's a dark. Sometimes it's varying guys who are curious over to, you know, and it's like a nice experience. And it's like they're like, you know, I'm dipping my toe, and they're like, no, and they're like, you know, by the end of the night, you know, you're like, fucking.
I have a girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, you're, you know, it's like a whole new world. You're like Aladdin on like a carpet, and they're like
predators.
No.
Like you the one who got kicked off Bumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked up. But
I don't know, but I just think that's
no homo is up there
You
with
think that's
bars,
weird?
right?
I
Is
think
bars offensive?
No, pause is not
No,
offensive,
no.
but the no homo thing
No
because
homo.
of the climate that we're in right now.
Yeah.
But again, sir, there is Facebook, Instagram. There's so many other platforms to use for promotion. Why that?
I was fucking around.
Oh, that's what you get. Well,
I was
that's
fucking around with his
now
dick in
you're
his hand and
fucking
it's like, maybe I need a guest on a podcast. Maybe I
I was
just
like,
need to fuck somebody.
because there's Bumble BFF and then there's BFF Biz, right?
So why didn't you do the
I
biz?
did biz. I did
That's
biz.
only for hookers.
Bumble biz?
Yeah, Bumble biz. is where-
These aren't words.
I'm like,
You go like swipe left and right for jobs.
On Bumble, I got my job through Bumble.
Good night.
That's called a hooker. So.
Right? See, and that's the problem. I am one of them women who I wouldn't have mind to suck a dick or two to get ahead. If it was like, if I knew for real, I had to suck that dick and it was gonna be an extra 15K. Oh, I'm sucking that dick. I would have sucked the dick. I would.
But
If
Harvey
compared to,
Weinstein's?
compared to working as hard and still not getting where the fuck I need to be, I would have rather sucked dick. I knew I was good at that.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I may not be the, on-time employee, but bitch can suck it, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit that goes on.
And it's so, it really, if that was really the case, why am I signing this? I'm ruining my life.
Just put the names on here. I keep track of.
You trying to be professional, boy?
I'm trying to be professional.
Okay, fine.
With what?
Nothing. His templates. And when there's a pen, he wants to sign up our lives away. Ain't no damn pen. It's okay. I have one in my bag. A Sharpie.
Yeah, my Sharpie.
Are you tagging shit? How old are we?
I love Sharpie. I love stationery.
I can't
I
tell.
love
I
stationery.
can't. Who would have said that?
Benjamin Franklin.
It's so weird. First of
I
all,
love paper accounts and shit.
Are you like an old colonial
Yo,
soldier?
he is
just
so
back?
I like stationery.
I like stationery.
I was like, you're
I
a
like
strange
pens.
fellow.
I like stationery, no homo.
No,
Right.
no,
Oh,
I knew you.
Now that's
He can
hot.
say-
He was like,
he can
that's.
say it. I'm not saying anything like that. No,
So
no,
how do
no.
you feel? So like, are you like in like the whole like the gay community? It's like there's so many rules. Like I never really like resonate with like there's so many like I don't know. I feel like
Politics.
yeah, it's very
Politics.
political. It can be very political. Like, do you feel like is that like anything that like trips you up, or like you sense that, or like you feel I don't know?
Yeah, like the PC culture. All the
Yeah,
rules, like,
yeah.
You can't say.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do that, but I feel like I don't get along with a lot of even like gay comedians sometimes.
Wow,
Because
really?
like I just say whatever the fuck, and then
Mhm.
people get offended. But I'm like, we're doing comedy,
Right. Yeah. It has to be that.
so it's gonna be crazy.
Right.
But like I don't know. I'm also a tranny.
That was the title of the episode.
Oh. By day.
By night. No, I'm kidding. I by
Are
like
you
all
really?
the time. Yeah, yeah, for real.
Wait, what?
He's transitioning.
Oh, no.
And
Still transitioning.
yep.
I thought that was like.
You say E?
Yeah, in the
It's
process.
like-
You said tranny though. That a lot of people don't like that word.
I
I
wouldn't.
know.
That's
So
that's
is that-
why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I didn't know how to react.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why. Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, I don't look
you
like
can
it.
say it, but other you don't like what
Yeah.
other people say.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
See,
That's wild.
I see this, and this is where I'm effed up now. Which way? Are we going?
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? Cause
Which I'm turning. If I'm a boy.
Or your pronouns.
okay,
Gotcha.
I wasn't sure where we were going. I wasn't sure where we were going. You get what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
true.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Right, I didn't. I'm like, I didn't know. See, and see
Mm.
me, I've always been bi or whatever, and I was always like, oh my gosh, she's bisexual, and it's just hard to keep up with the pronouns, and it's just.
That's another thing. People are like.
That's for the title of the episode.
Good night.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh
That's
my
the name
god.
of the
Oh,
episode.
right, I'm a comic. That's my title.
Comic.
That's the name of your podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Comic.
You know I want to put the hashtag.
If you go right.
I want to put the
Hashtag.
hashtag. I want to hit the hashtag.
What we talked about?
No, I shouldn't do it.
No, put it,
Like,
put it,
I'm
put it.
such green.
No, that's good though. Okay.
It's
Hashtag.
gonna come up.
Yeah.
Because this goes on Spotify. So.
Sweet.
Ooh, yes. I want all.
Yeah, Spotify credit. Hell yeah. There's gonna be a credit in like 10 years.
No, I don't know if I want to say it.
I'm never pulling this up.
No, I
So
don't.
tell me,
It's my career.
I need you to take this off the internet.
He might
Are you
put
afraid
it
of being
up to-
canceled?
put it up
Huh?
Is that what
People
they
follow
like
me.
to be canceled?
I
You
don't
can't Spotify.
No, he was just saying some of the stuff he was gonna put. He just didn't want us to get canceled. I'm like, no, I don't want to get canceled yet. I'm not. If I'm at Chappelle level, I'm willing. I got
Those are
millions.
followers, baby.
I need to watch that because
What?
the trans jokes he did.
I don't
over-
think
I want to see
I-
it.
Ah.
It's probably not as bad as people say.
But you know
I
what it
totally agree
is.
with some of it.
But the thing is, what we don't look at with that particular situation is it wasn't him being that person's friend that made her kill herself. It was the community coming at her. So this whole LGBTQ plus community came at her to a point that she took her life. No one looks at it that way. No one has said that. Because if you're getting all these hurt, like, why are you doing this with him? You should go kill yourself. You should go. It was the backlash from her community.
Right, yeah.
That's what it really was. It wasn't her being friends with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
there's a lot of hypocrisy with all that stuff.
but also it is mental illness, but also if you're thinking you're in this community and you're thinking you're doing stand up with somebody, they should not have come at, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, they come at people so hard sometimes and so aggressively, and to the point that people do this, right?
They want to
right, and then when it happens, no one takes accountability.
It's really, that's actually really dangerous. That's like almost like a totalitarian mindset where it's like the first comes after you, then they attack you.
But this is this is the community that you found as your family to accept you because you literally don't have another.
Yeah.
You know, so
and then now you get it again, and you're wrong. Yeah,
right. So that's what, right. But,
did you say go for it?
No.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just wanted to clarify. I just want to make sure it didn't say go for it.
Okay, I've never been in a position to talk to somebody with
Never stayed on.
I have.
They always jump. I've never. I can't keep them on.
And then I had the unfortunate experience to see someone try to kill themselves. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Jimmy was
That's
there.
just rude.
Yes, a Gemini got caught cheating.
Wow.
Got caught cheating, and
You caught him?
well, I figured it out. And when it all came to his head, his mother knew about it. It was just a crazy. It was just. And I knew the girl and everything. And yeah, he really went, put a knife in his chest, and it's just
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
That takes balls.
Right.
You ever fuck yourself?
It takes balls, but
Such a Gemini.
it still fucks me up to this day. You know what I mean? And even friendships, I've lost friendships because they chose him over me and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, so.
That is true.
Yeah, so it's just it's a whole thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Geminis are crazy. The fact that you go to that extent, you knew what the fuck you was doing the whole time. You knew. You knew. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the whole thing with Gemini is like you're two-faced, but I think being a Gemini, like a June Gemini, which apparently is the worst thing ever. We're Nazis. I'm a Nazi. No,
Like chaos.
But you also are fun too. You guys are fun and great.
We're great. No, but it's not like we're two-faced that we want both things at the same time. And so it's I don't know, it's not like a deceitful thing. It's just we have ADHD. It's that's great, and then
greedy.
Also that's really shiny.
Greedy.
It's not greedy. It's just,
it is greedy.
We're just little. We're
never satisfied. Certain things.
Like Peter Pan.
Can never be satisfied.
Around.
Right? Some a little bit, right? Some of the.
You gotta be free. We're free.
Oh,
we're free spirits.
Yeah.
Sit down in the corner and read a book. You know what I mean? Clip them fucking wings. You know what I'm saying? I'm an air science too, but I know to sit down and fucking focus. You know.
Commitment is overrated.
It's not overrated. It's not overrated, but to have somebody that you know.
Are your parents married?
They were never married. I'm a love child. That's how I've always been a side chick because I came out of lust. You know what I mean? But I don't
Is that the
mind.
rule? Shit.
No.
That would explain so much of my life.
It's up to me. I really feel like my father. It was a real cheater.
Do you feel like that has fingerprint on your soul,
Yes,
genetic
100%.
makeup? I kind of feel the same way because my dad. I never knew my biological father. He was a psychopath. He was a legit. And then I never met him. But I was thinking about that.
I feel stained. I feel stained because I'm not a daddy's girl, and I feel like because my grandfather was great, and I had that kind of dynamic. But since I wasn't a super duper daddy's girl, I never could really attract the love of a man, or I always am looking for something from a love of a man, something like that. So I feel like daddy's girls, they know what they need out of a partner because their father showed them in a sense. You get what I'm saying? And I had great male figures in my life, but once my grandfather died, it's like something went wrong when it came to the men department. But Yeah. My grandfather was great, but my father was just a hoe. Like he was married. I met several of his girlfriends. Went on vacations with him and his girlfriend.
No, my dad had a whole other family.
The male version of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
my dad was around, but I watch a lot of movies. I think I've seen more Denzel watching movies than I've seen my dad.
It's like
Yeah.
Jimmy just working out, but
so
never
everything,
show
everything is always action movies. Everything,
So I just feel like,
I didn't know my dad either.
and they say like that movie don't do that sometimes. No, that's why your daddy issues now. But yeah, it does.
Have you seen the Adam Project?
No, I didn't watch it yet. I'm so sick of fucking Ryan.
Yes,
Ryan,
he cried.
sit down.
Yeah, he cried.
Sit down, Ryan.
Back
Sit
to back,
down.
double tear cry.
Who, you?
Yeah, I don't cry, man tears.
Fuck.
I
Ryan
love
Reynolds.
crying.
I think that's really, I think it's really healthy, yeah.
James.
What's up? Wow,
I'm sick of crying.
What wow?
wow, the James.
Hi guys, how are you?
Whenever someone says cry, just assume there's like a new haircut.
I'm sick of crying.
No,
I'm sick of
because
fucking
there was
crying.
a scene where they went back in time and he went to go see his dad, and then with his younger version. So and then he and his dad had a conversation with his dad. It's like, I loved you and I was meant to be there for you.
Mark Ruffalo. I love
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
Ruffalo.
And then
Is that Hulk?
I love
Yes.
I love Mark Ruffalo.
I
And he was like, oh, I always loved you, and then they hugged. The little one
And you
went, the
cried.
little one went, yeah, I was like, oh man,
Wow.
there's emotion inside of me.
Oh God.
That's not how you cry, but like,
That's
like
not-
a weeping, like an ugly.
When I'm alone, I cry.
Right,
my
right.
cry's going like,
Right.
Oh no, I hate
No, I try to force it out, but it's hard.
You
I'm
let it
like,
out.
I'm like, come on, feel something. Yeah, I'm like,
Like nothing. Like, don't you do it. Don't you cry.
I cry all the time. Like everything makes me cry. I'm just like,
That's good.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. I'm a gangster.
Okay.
Shut up. I'm soft. I'm soft. I mean,
tears streaming down your face.
well, oh yeah, always. That is a Libra. That is a Libra, 100%. That is Libra. We cry and fuck you at the same time. Yeah. 100%. Oh.
But people say that, but then like people who like don't experience anything, like that's not strength. That's like, you know, like that strength is like when like, you know, it's like, man, I've been in a bathtub like cognac. I've been like sobbing. Like I've been through it.
I'm too strong. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I have too much
You turn it
energy.
off
I'm too powerful. I'm too something. So I don't know. I'm trying to turn that shit down.
Yeah.
But it's not a good thing. I'm too strong.
But don't you think that's also where art comes from? Like, oh, you have to have pain because that's where like all the good shit comes from.
I guess so. I need to
Yeah.
put more of it into my fucking comedy. Like my daddy left me. Oh my God. He was a hoe. My mama hoe. Everybody hoes.
Yeah.
So I'm a hoe.
If you don't, then, like-
But no, that was definitely like the beginning of my comedy. Like I was a third generation side chick. So.
Yeah, because then you're like Chris Hardwick. You're just like a robot. Like, who is that guy? Chris Hardwick? He's like some dude in a suit that does really bad stand-up.
Oh no, never mind. We don't do that.
It's a generic.
No, yeah, it's like a generic, like it's like a
Mechanical.
costume. Yeah.
But
One-liner kind of things.
But
Kinda,
also with
yeah.
society, they make you from emotions is not a good thing, especially in the workplace. Certain things, it's just like they want you to be a robot, and
Right, yeah, that's the
and
Matrix, man.
Right, and I don't know how to like not care,
So-
and like they don't like people who have passion. I'm a very
Right,
passionate
yeah,
person, and they
exactly.
don't like that shit. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe I should just be a comic forever.
I don't know. It's like you
What else
choose
you-
between being